Hello and welcome. This is Ruth and I have another video from Tonic Studios to share with you today. This is the Hexagon and Diamond Tile Stamp and Die set and it's part of their Cyber Week launch. So if you haven't been here before, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell, and if you do enjoy the video, give me a little thumbs up and leave me a little comment. I really appreciate that too. And you'll be able to see lots of these as they come along. There are quite a few launches for the Cyber Week collection and I hope you enjoy those. So I'm going to have a little look at this first of all, and then I'll cut out some card and do some stamping and come back and show you what we can make with it. So first of all, I've had a quick look and I have picked out some cards here just to show you the scale of this. This is the outside die here, and this fits directly on top of an US A2 card. So I'm just looking at my little pack of bright white Craft Perfect cards, and it says there US A2, which is 108mm by 140mm. So that gives you the size of this. There's the die cut and it just fits directly on top of that. I've also got a US A6 card here to show you what it looks like on top of that. And then I've got a 5x7 as well, just to show you how it looks in that as well. So I have gone ahead and just die cut this to see what this shape looks like, and it's really, really beautiful from metallic card. And then all these pieces come out, and I looked at it right away, and well, if you know me at all, you'll know I thought shaker card right away. Even one or two of those elements could be shaker cards, part of a shaker card, sorry. But if you're wanting to use all the dies in the set, or as many of them as possible, you'll notice here that there are actually some beautiful dies that you can die cut out and set in here. Now they're not they are actually verso, they don't have cutting edges on the outside. I'll show you here. They cut these little pieces out, but they don't actually cut the outside edges on the square there. And the same goes with these other pieces. But they're beautiful detailed ones. This one with a lovely stitched effect, and this one as well. And then you can see here that we've got hey, hello, and love on this one with a little heart that it's separate, but you can add it in. And then we've got some little patchwork pieces as well here, and this beautiful little flower. Now if you're into stamping as well, and obviously with this type of thing you'll be able to combine the both of them, you'll see that there's a stamp that matches just exactly the same size, and it's really, really beautiful. It's got lovely flowers on there, and it looks like a beautiful trellis with the flowers in behind it. And you could colour those with alcohol markers, or even your watercolours or pencils or whatever. That would look really, really beautiful. And then we've got some other stamps that you could add into the centres of these as well. You make me smile, just to say thanks, life is wonderful, and so are you, friend, and for you. So I'm going to pick out some card. I actually really, really like this card that I have here under the purpley effect. So this one is called Petal Pink, and it's an iridescent mirror card, and I think it looks really, really lovely. So I'll probably use that with some white and some other colours behind it. I'll be right back. I think for a stamp this size you really, really need to use some kind of stamping platform. So I've got mine in here and on some white card, and this way if you don't get it exactly right the first time, you can re-ink and try it again. So I find that really works a lot better than on a block. You can see I've gone a little bit ahead here because I wanted to get some nice colours of alcohol markers that would match in with this. So I've picked out Delicate Rose, Pink Lady and Sugar Plum, and that's the three that I've used for the flower there. For the centre I've used Lemon Drops and Bright Sunflower in here, and then for the leaves I've used Persian Lime and Vine Leaf, and I'm going to go ahead and colour the rest of this with these markers. And then I'm going to glue this on top. I just trimmed around that, but you can feel the edge of it with the scissors when you're going along it, and you can stay in line then with that top piece of card. And now I'm going to glue this on here. So I've decided to go with the A6 card rather than the A2, although that's really, really nice too. I wasn't too sure which one to pick, but I think I'll go with that one to give me just a little white border around the outside. I think that's turned out really well. I've then taken my little hello die and I've cut it out in the white and in the perfect petals, and you can see there where I have just offset the two so that the perfect petals is just a little shadow behind the white, and I've glued them together with the precision nozzle on this deluxe adhesive, and I'm going to glue that across there, and I think that's probably about it. I might add a little bit of glitter drops in there in a moment or two, but that will be it. Card 2 then. Now I've taken the same die again and I have cut that out in amethyst card. That's really lovely, and I always like my samples to sort of coordinate, so it works well with that one. And I'm going to use the A2 size card this time. So I've cut a piece of the perfect petals that matches exactly the same size, and I'm going to glue this on top. Isn't that a beautiful combination? I hope you can, yeah, you can see that. It's lovely. And then I have taken some little dies together here. So there's a square one where you can just cut out a square, and then you can add this one which doesn't have the edges on it, but when you add the two of these together you can get yourself this lovely little shape. So I'm going to put that on going up and down the way, so vertically this way, and then I've taken this die again, and I've also taken the one with love in the centre, and I've cut that out in the purple, the amethyst, and I'm going to glue that on there. And I think it goes well across the way because you can actually see the wording clearly. At least you can from where I am. Now, I've also taken these two little dies together. So this is a little flower die and a little outside edge for it. And I've cut that out too many times, obviously, but 4 times what I needed for around here. I'm going to glue those on there and there and there, and I've got one left over. But I've also die cut the tiny little heart that I showed you earlier, which was in the centre there, and I'm going to put one up there and one down there. Ah, isn't that lovely? Okay, I'll go ahead and glue all of that together. That turned out really lovely, and I thought it might just be a little lovely little finishing touch to add some glitter drops in. So I've got Enchanting Pink, and I'm not going to add too much, but just around these parts of the petals of the flowers here, and then that will be it, all finished. So just as I finish this, I'm really happy with how these have turned out, and I hope you like them. There's lots of different things you could actually do with this. I had a look at it earlier on before I started even, and I thought that if you had any of the other stamp clubs that were available at one stage, maybe the Hungry Honey Bears or even the Fantastic Mermaids or whatever it is, you could actually have them in behind here and peeping out over those squares, because they could go in behind the apertures and you could lean part of them out of them, and that would be a nice little element as well. But that's what I've done this time, and thank you very, very much for watching along. If you do enjoy the video, if you've enjoyed watching it, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and leave me a little comment down below. And my affiliate links to all of this will be down below in the comments as well, in the description below the video. And I appreciate everybody who uses those, and thank you very, very much. So until next time, happy crafting. Bye bye. Well, I'm sure you know exactly what has happened here. I thought I had finished and then I decided to make something else, so I'm just going to add this on to the end of the video. That's my first card, that's my second card, and I did add some yellow glitter into the middle of that, and I put a little sequin on the hearts as well. And then whenever I was packing it all up, I saw this lovely die. In fact, it's two dies. So we've got this one and this one together, and I used them both 3 times on white card and cut this out. And I'm just going to make a little tag or a bookmark with this. So this is 6 centimeters by 15 in raspberry pink. So this one then is 6.5 by 15.5. And whenever I colour these in slightly, just to go and add a little hint of colour, then I will punch a hole at the top and add some of my Craft Perfect pink ribbon in at the top of that as well. So I'm going to use the same colours that I've used here. I'll do the 3 of these with just some hints of colour on them. I'm not going to colour the whole thing. And that should be me finished this time. One last look at them all. That's it. A little bit of enchanting pink glitter in there. And a little bit of yellow bird glitter drops as well. And that's it, finished. And I'm definitely not doing any more now. That is the end, my friend. There isn't any more. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.